Now, I am always looking for ways to describe to people that have never ridden an MT09 how it feels, what it feels like, the power delivery, among other things, how it handles. And I think a good way, I was thinking of it today, in fact, it's like the bad stepchild of my R1. And you can watch this in 4K. All you have to do is adjust your YouTube device.
Now this is such a great time of year, no matter what bike you like to ride or what bike you like to look at and polish, it doesn't matter. Fall, leaves are changing, cold in the morning, you bundle up, but by lunchtime it's beautiful riding. It just couldn't be nicer this time of year, and for me this is what I live for all year long. Spring and fall when it's beautiful and it's just like this. Now being honest, we had an absolutely amazing summer. We rode, got a lot of mileage. We got tires put on the bike, chains, did all the maintenance. We're looking forward to really the rest of the fall. There's probably a month and a half left before it really gets brutally cold, and then you feel like you're riding in Alaska. So we're at the time of year where when I go out riding, I always come home to some surprise, but Karen started early this morning. The oven's already pre-warmed. Making cookies. When I get back from the ride, these will be ready to road test. So the plan is one more cup of coffee and we're going to be out on the open road. It is a spectacular day and we have just hit some of the nicest weather this year. The summer was great, the fall is great, and I just hope we have a winter that's not, they don't overly salt the roads. Time to get out on the open road.
So I do have both of these bikes in my collection, and this is the stepchild. He's kind of a bad stepchild too when you think about it. He's a 3-cylinder cross plane, and his grandpa, the R1, has the 4-cylinder cross plane. But both of these bikes have what Yamaha does best, a great power band. And while you're working that power band and going through the gears and working a quick shifter on the MT09, you look around at the scenery, and it is just, this is probably the most beautiful time of the year in this part of the country. It is just impossible to be bored with that MT09 quick shifter. Impossible. Now the reason I say this is a bad stepchild, because he's got an attitude problem, and he manages to transpose it onto you the minute you sit in a seat and hit that starter button. I don't know what there is about it. The R1 is the same thing. There's just, I call it the power band on the R1 at 10,000. Those velocity stacks come off, and it's an amazing thing that Yamaha has been able to do that with the cross-plane engine. This one, the main thing with this is the torque. This has got the torque to die for. In these sharp corners, on these twisty roads, you can be even 2 gears too high, and that torque, oh, just so much fun to use the throttle. Now the leaves are falling everywhere on this ride. We're in the part of the year where the scenery is beautiful, but the price you pay is there are leaves everywhere. And you never know when you come around the corner and there's somebody's got a leaf blower, even blowing more of them out into the road just to make it exciting. But the scenery, that so worth it just to be sitting in the saddle this time of year. Now he'd be a good stepchild if when you got on the saddle, you decided, well, you know, I want to ride like I have a beautiful gull wing today. But when you get on the get on the saddle and go through that quick shifter a few times, all you want to do, to be honest, is become a hooligan. Check out the ducks here. And it does remind me of the time it was many years ago. We had the baby ducks in our pond one morning, and mama duck and a bunch of babies. And as always, the defining emotion of riding an MT09 is it is so much fun to ride. So nimble, so quick turning, so effortless to turn around on a street and go through the gears. Now, as soon as we get to the building season, that we're going to be making a seat cowl for this bike. I already made one for the 650 that I really like. Dave Midgley is in the process of getting me some carbon fiber. We already have the resin. It'll be one of our first projects over the winter. And anytime I've ridden these two bikes on back-to-back days, I see so many similarities in them. And to be honest about it, I really do. I've had both from brand new, and I do love them both. And in this cool fall weather, well, there's still leaves on the trees, and you have that beautiful, beautiful sound of that MT09 going through the gears. There's a lot to like here, an awful lot. Now, both the R1 and the MT09, I took years making custom little carbon fiber parts, making that nose section on the R1, making many of the little brackets and things that go around the windshield, that swept back windshield, and the chain guard, among other things. The brand new chain, the gold chain, looks kind of nice there. And among other things, Regina chain, we just got done installing that. And we've got a new set of Michelin 6s for this when these tires are done. And we'll report on the tire wear. Every time I park the bike to take a picture, I just look around and absorb some of the beauty, and the beauty is all around us. It's not just in one area. And this is going to last sometimes for more than a month. It's beautiful. So our bad stepchild actually behaved pretty good today, and well, he always behaves pretty good. It's me that doesn't behave pretty good all the time. True, this bike can make you a hooligan. But now it's time to get back and see how those cookies are cooking. I can already smell them. And I'm 30 miles from home. Well, you can't imagine how great the house smells when she's baking cookies. And it's that time of year we're going to be seeing this very often. And I have to sample these cookies. It's the law. Boy, what a beautiful fall day this turned out to be. The weather. Not a cloud in the sky, beautiful, beautiful temperatures. Probably in the low 50s right now, but perfect for, oh, listen to the birds. Yeah, I know. Come home to the birds. Hey, for the birds. Quiet. Trying to shoot video here, guys. Listen to this stuff. Ruining my video. Anyway, hope you did enjoy coming along on a ride with us. And what I think really happened is stepfather here taught his bad stepchild some bad habits along the way as they were developing the MT09. I'm sure they used some of the technology from the R1. And of course, the R1 doesn't have a quick shifter or any of the safety features, no traction control. So all by itself, it is an exciting, very exciting bike to ride, especially in these roads where there's leaves on the roads. But the MT09, he is The Stepchild, I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's bad. But either way, I love him. And thanks so much for watching.